All right, page 73. From Typhoeus comes the strength of moist blowing winds apart from Notus and Boreas and clear Zephyrus. For these are from the gods by descent, a great boon for mortals. But the other breezes blow at random upon the sea, falling upon the murky sea, a great woe for mortals. They rage with an evil blast. They blow now one way, now another, and scatter the boats and destroy the sailors. And there is no safeguard against this evil for men who encounter them upon the sea. And on the boundless flowering earth, too, they destroy the lovely works of earth-born human beings, filling them with dust and with distressful confusion. When the blessed gods had completed their toil and by force had reached a settlement with the Titans regarding honors, then by the councils of earth they urged far-seeing Zeus to become king and to rule over the mortals, and he divided their honors well for them. Zeus, king of the gods, took as his first wife Metis, wisdom, she who of the gods and mortal human beings knows the most. But when she was about to give birth to the goddess bright-eyed Athena, he deceived her mind by craft and with guileful words put her into his belly by the counsels of earth and of starry sky. For this was how they had prophesied to him, lest some other one of the eternally living gods holds the kingly honor instead of Zeus. For it was destined that exceedingly wise children would come to be from her. First she would give birth to a maiden, bright-eyed Tritagena, possessing strength equal to her father's and wise counsel, and then to a son, a king of gods and of men, possessing a very violent heart. But before that could happen, Zeus put her into his belly so that the goddess would advise him about good and evil. Second, he married bright Themis, who gave birth to the Horae seasons, Anomia, lawfulness, and Dike, justice, and blooming Aaron, peace, who care for the works of mortal human beings and the destinies upon whom the counselor Zeus bestowed the greatest honor. Clotho and Lachesis and Atropos, who give to mortal human beings both good and evil to have. Euronymie, or Euronymie, I can never remember that word, Ocean's daughter, possessing lovely beauty, bore him 3 beautiful cheek graces, Aglia, splendor, and Phorosone, joy, and lovely Thalia, good cheer. From their eyes' desire, the limb melter trickles down when they look, and they look beautifully from under their eyebrows. When bounteous Demeter came to his bed, she bore white-armed Persephone, who Adonis snatched away from her mother. But the counselor Zeus gave her to him. Then he desired beautiful-haired Mnemosyne, from whom the muses with golden headbands came to be, 9 of them, who delight in festivities and the pleasure of song. Leto, mingling in love with Aegeus, holding Zeus, gave birth to Apollo and arrow-shooting Artemis, children lovely beyond the sky's descendants. Last of all, he made Hera his vigorous wife, and she, mingling in love with the king of gods and of men, gave birth to Hebe and Ares and Elethelia. He himself gave birth from his head to bright-eyed Athena, terrible battle rouser, army leader, infallible, can't say that word, indefatigable, indefatigable, queenly, who delights in din and wars and battles. But Hera was furious and contended with her husband, and without mingling in love gave birth to famous Hephaestus, expert with his skilled hands beyond all of Sky's descendants. From Amphitrite and the loud-sounding earth-shaker was born great mighty Triton, who possesses the foundations of the sea and dwells in golden mansions beside his dear mother and his lordly father, a terrible god. To shield-piercing Eris, Kythera bore fear and terror terrible, who rout the compact battle lines of men in chilling war, together with city-sacking Ares, and also Harmonia, whom high-spirited Cadmus made his wife. Maia, Atlas's daughter, going up into the holy bed, bore Zeus, renowned Hermes, the messenger of the immortals. Samael, Cadmus's daughter, mingling in love, bore him a splendid son, much cheering Dionysius, a mortal woman giving birth to an immortal son, and now both of them are gods. Alcmene, mingling in love with her cloud-gatherer Zeus, gave birth to her Heracles' force. Hephaestus, the very renowned lame one, made Agalia, youngest of the Graces, his vigorous wife. Golden-haired Dionysus made blonde Ariadne, Minos' daughter, his vigorous wife. Cronus' son made her immortal and ageless for his sake. The strong son of beautiful ankled Alcmene, Heracles' strength, made Hebe, the daughter of great Zeus and of golden-sandaled Hera, his reverend wife, on snowy Olympus after he had completed his painful tasks. Happy he, for after having accomplished his great work among the immortals, he dwells unharmed and ageless for all his days. Perseus, Ocean's renowned daughter, bore Circe and King Aetes to tireless Helios. Aetes, the son of mortal illumining Helios. It's not Helios, it's Helios. Married beautiful-cheeked Idaea, the daughter of the perfect river Ocean, by the plans of the gods, and she, overpowered in love because of golden Aphrodite, gave birth to fair-ankled Medea. Farewell now to you who dwell in Olympian mansions, and you islands and continents, and the salty sea within. And now, sweet-voiced Olympian muses, daughters of Aegis, holding Zeus, sing of the tribe of goddesses, all those who bedded beside mortal men and immortal themselves, give birth to children equal to the gods. Demeter, divine among goddesses, gave birth to Plutus, wealth, mingling in lovely desire with the hero Iasus in thrice-plowed fallow land in the rich land of Crete. Fine Plutus, who goes upon the whole earth and the broad back of the sea, and whoever meets him and comes into his hands, that man he makes rich, and he bestows much wealth upon him. To Cadmus, Harmonia, golden Aphrodite's daughter, bore Ino and Samil, and beautiful-cheeked Agave, and Autono, whom deep-haired Aristus married, and Polydorus in well-garlanded Thebes. Calliroho, Ocean's daughter, mingling in golden Aphrodite's love with strong-spirited Chrysaor, bore a son, the strongest of all mortals. Geryones, whom Heracles killed on account of rolling-footed cattle in sea-girt Erythea. To Tithonus, Eos bore bronze-helmeted Memnon, the king of the Ethiopians, and Lord Amathion. And to Cephalus she bore a splendid son, powerful Paphion, a man equal to the gods. While he was young, a delicate-spirited child, and still possessed the tender flower of glorious youth, smile-loving Aphrodite snatched him away and made him her innermost temple-keeper in her holy temples, a divine spirit. By the plans of the eternally living gods, Aeson's son led away from Aetes, the Zeus-neutered king. Aetes' daughter, after completing the many painful tasks imposed upon him by the great overweening king, arrogant and wicked, violent-working Peleus. When Aeson's son had completed these, he came to Iolcus, after enduring much toil upon a swift ship, leading Aetes' quick-eyed daughter, and he made her his vigorous wife. After she had been overpowered by Jason, the shepherd of the people, she gave birth to a son, Medeus. That's the easiest name. Medeus, whom Chiron, Phalereus' son, raised upon the mountains, and great Zeus' intention was fulfilled. As for the daughters of Nereus, The old man of the sea, Samath, divine among goddesses, bore Phocus in love with Acus because of golden Aphrodite, while Thetis, the silver-footed goddess, overpowered by Peleus, gave birth to Achilles, manbreaker, lion-spirited. Well-garlanded Cythera bore Aeneas, mingling in lovely desire with the hero Anchises on the peaks of many-valleyed windy Ida. Circe, the daughter of Hyperion's son Helios, in love with patient-minded Odysseus, gave birth to Agrias and Latinus, excellent and strong, and she bore Telegonus, because of golden Aphrodite. These ruled over all the much-renowned Tyrrhenians far away in the innermost part of holy islands. Calypso, divine among goddesses, bore Nausithous to Odysseus, and Nausinous, mingling in lovely desire. These are the goddesses who bedded beside mortal men and immortal themselves, gave birth to children equal to the gods, and now sing of the tribe of women, sweet-voiced Olympian muses, daughters of aegis-holding Zeus. Yikes. I promise I won't do another thing like this until I get these names down a little better.